Well, as I'm making tea, the sun's just set over Cape Conway. I'm on the way to the beach. It's kind of meant to be blowing a good 20 knots today, but at the moment we've had a bit of a reprieve, so I thought, well, I'll go and have a walk. I put this anchor out away from my dinghy because the tide will be coming in soon. And the other reason was it's a safety line. If my outboard had conked out when I just left the boat, at least I could put this out if I was drifting, and one of the other people could come out and pick me up. See the beautiful hoop pines on this island? I didn't really get off the boat yesterday. I'm going to try to make a bit of an effort today to get a bit of exercise. I'm walking along this beach, so I've walked quite a long way now. I'm going to walk along this beach, and I believe there's a way through to the other side. You can see a kind of a drum lid in the trees there, and that's the entrance to the walk through. There's a sign in the hoop pine tree here, and I'd have to walk right over there. I didn't think it was as far as this. It's quite a long way through there, and basically I came at low tide, so if I walk through there and then walk back to the boat, I'll be swimming for the dinghy. So I'm going to give it a miss today. Yeah, this is how far I've come in. Not far, but it's about a few minutes, and it'll probably take me 20 minutes to get to the other side, and then 20 minutes back. I just don't think I've got the time. As I was walking down the beach, this caught my eye. Here's another flowering tree. Look really nice. They just come out. If you look in there, you might be able to see a bee working away. And this, for anybody who's probably not Australian, this is a green ant's nest. You watch that. I'll do that, and hundreds of green ants will come out, and they will bite you with like an acid sting. You can actually eat them, and it'd take a lot. You'd have to be desperate. I wouldn't recommend it as high protein bush tucker. It's blowing pretty hard here. The last couple of days the forecast has been 25 to 30 knots. Luckily we got that headland in front of us that's kind of knocking down the wind a bit, but it does come through here with some big gusts. The rubber dinghy has tipped over probably countless times. But anyway, it's been blowing too hard to get ashore. I might go today, I'm not sure yet, and go ashore and go for a walk. Yeah, nobody's moved out the bay. It's the same boats are in here. It's a really great anchorage. It's blowing about 25 knots at the moment. And yeah, my solar panels keep blowing over. I've been here 4 days now. First day was quite good, get off the boat. Second day I got off the boat for about an hour, a bit more, maybe an hour and a half, and yesterday I didn't get off the boat at all, and today I haven't got off the boat. It's blowing, you know, about, it's kind of, it comes in squalls, you know, like bullets. So we get bullets here of at least 30 knots, and then mainly it's just blowing at about 15 constantly. But we're behind this big hill here, so you know, it's, you could get off the boat, but you're risking, you know, life and limb. You know, if your outboard broke, you'd be in Chute Harbour, but you know, before anybody came to pick you up. So I've been reading, so I've run out of books to read. I'm back on Bill Bryson's The Shore History of Everything, of Nearly Everything. I've got ready for tomorrow. I'm hoping to go tomorrow. I don't know where, but I've just filled up with diesel out of a 20 litre, you know, jerry can, and put about 17 litres in the tank. So that gives me about, with the 17 and what's in there, gives me about 14 hours, which is at 5 or 6 knots is quite a long way. So I'm not going to run out of diesel, but I'll have to check the water in a minute, because we've been going a fair while since the marina now in Roslyn Bay. So, and I use it to do the washing up as well, but I wash up frugally. Anyway, my phone's gone off, so all the best everyone wherever you are, and stay safe, and hope you all come out of lockdown. We all, you know, hope that Queensland doesn't go into lockdown, and I hope the rest of you manage to get vaccinated, and maybe you can have a better life. Sunset from Shore Island, North Queensland, Australia. Setting off today, the strong wind warnings, you know, basically at lunchtime it's the strong wind warnings cancelled. It's now 10 o'clock. Still getting some pretty big gusts coming through, but I've got my dinghy back on board and got my mainsail ready to go up. So I'm going to pull the anchor up now. I'm going to say goodbye to this place. It's and hopefully I'm going for Whitehaven Beach. Looking behind is where I've come from. I'm only going under the motor at the moment. I'll put the jib up in a minute. This is the end of Lindeman Island, between Shore Island and Lindeman. The tide races through here. When I was working there, national parks came on the island, and because there was no public there for a couple of years, and they beat all the goats down to that beach right on the end and shot them all. So the grass is, you know, was used to be really well kept, but I think they're hoping that it'll all go back to green, you know, woodland eventually. Yeah, we're going over basically through a hole there, which is between Hazelwood and Whitsunday Island. Doing about 6 knots across here, and basically an hour to go and we'll be through Fitzallen Pass, hopefully. quite big waves here at the moment. Oh, it's swell actually. The waves aren't that big, it's just the swell with a wave on top. Blowing about 20 knots, I think. There's a better picture of Pentecost. Where we've come from. And that's Hazelwood over there. And that's Whitsunday Island. Anyway, I've got a steer now. That's looking downstairs. My cushions come off. Got my legs down there. Keep the weight down a bit. Over there's a rock. I think it's called Ripple Rock. I'm not sure. Staying over to this side of Hazelwood. It's better to be over this side than over the other side. Then at least you've got a little bit less of a lee shore. Yeah, we've got the tide with us now as well. We're doing 7.1 knots over the ground, so I think it's the tide. Cracking on through here with the tide. Quite big tides at the moment. And luckily I've got the wind and the tide with me. Well, we're doing 9.4 knots at the moment. Just dropped back. Anyway, we're going to go in there. Well, I'm anchored here. Thank God for that. There's two nice rafting boats in there. I've managed to step ashore on Whitehaven Beach. It's quite a relief. There's a little bit of swell running, but I can cope with that tonight. The wind's died quite considerably now. Very pleased to get here to Whitehaven Beach. It might be a little bit rolly tonight, but I managed to get off the boat, go for a long walk along the beach and get back on the boat, still dry. And I haven't been off the boat for about 3 days now, and you get cabin fever. Anyway, cheers to everyone. And tomorrow morning I'll go and walk up the hill early in the morning, and before all the cruise boats get here, and contact my wife.